Okay, so today we're going to discuss and practice some techniques to help with your stuttering. The first technique is called a bounce. A bounce is a more controlled repetition of the first sound, so you repeat the first sound twice. For example, ba, ba, ball. Your turn.
Ba, ba, ball.
Good. The second is kind of similar. It's a more controlled prolongation of the first sound, so you drag out the first sound. For example, radio.
Radio.
The next three techniques that we're talking about are stuttering modification techniques. So the first one is called a cancellation, where you repeat the word after the stutter is fully completed with less tension. For example, jacket. Jacket. Your turn.
Jacket. Jacket.
Good, that was a nice pause. The next one is similar. It's called a pull-out, but this time you're going to pause in the middle of your stutter. Reduce the tension and then start the word over. For example, cut. Computer. Your turn.
Cut. Computer.
Good. The last stuttering modification technique is called easy stuttering. It's stuttering with a more relaxed and less tense facial structure. For example, tomorrow. Your turn.
Tomorrow.
Good, so that has less tension in it. The next three techniques we're going to talk about are fluency shaping techniques. The first one is called easy onset, and it's a slide put at the beginning of a phrase. For example, Mom went to the store. So just add that slide at the beginning of the phrase.
Mom went to the store.
Good. Next one is called light contacts, and it's a slight less tense bringing together of your articulator. So it's just a more relaxed sound. So instead of saying playground, we say playground. Your turn.
Playground.
Good. And the last technique is called rate reduction. This one is really effective. Speaking at a slower rate or inserting longer pauses where they should naturally occur. So you're not sounding unnatural, you're just saying them, adding those pauses in at a natural place. For example, this semester, Dr. Daniels is my favorite professor. He is so smart.
This semester, Dr. Daniels is my favorite professor.
Good.
He is so smart.
Good. So it didn't sound unnatural when you were saying that. The pauses were inserted at a very natural place. So those are the techniques that we have talked about. Do you have any questions? Do you understand them all?
Yeah, thank you.
Perfect.
So today we're going to discuss and practice some techniques to help you with your stuttering. The first one that we're going to go over is called a bounce. A bounce is a more controlled repetition of the first sound. So you repeat the first sound twice. For example, ba, ba, ball. Your turn.
Ba, ba, ball.
Good. The next is a slide. A slide is a more controlled prolongation of the first sound. So you drag out the first sound. For example, radio. You try.
Radio.
Okay, good. The next three that we're going to go over are stuttering modifications. So the first is a cancellation. This is where you repeat the word after the stutter is completed with less tension. For example, jacket. Jacket.
Jacket. Jacket.
Good. The next is a pull-out. This is where you pause in the middle of the stutter, reduce the tension, and start the word over again. For example, computer.
Computer.
Good. Okay, the last stuttering modification is called an easy stutter. This is stuttering with a more relaxed and less tense facial structure. So, for example, it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Good. The last three that we're going to do are called fluency shaping. The first is an easy onset. This is a slide put at the beginning of a phrase. For example, Mom went to the store. You try.
Mom went to the store.
Good. The second one is called a light contact. This is a slight, less tense bringing together of the articulators. So instead of playground, it's playground. You try.
Playground.
Good. All right, the last fluency shaping technique is called rate reduction. This is speaking at a slower rate or inserting longer pauses where they should naturally occur. So an example would be, this semester, Dr. Daniels is my favorite professor. He is so smart. You try.
This semester, Dr. Daniels is my favorite professor. He is so smart.
Good.